Welcome, this is Darius Barazandeh, and this is your energy forecast for July 3rd to July 9th. And it's a really important time right now because you may not know, but the star Sirius is actually closest to the Earth during the first week of July. This is a really important time for you to remember spiritually, because what it means is that a sacred gateway of energy, many cultures believe this, is now being opened up. That could bring in higher vibrations and new truths and new advancement of your spiritual goals and your awareness. The sun and the earth during this first week are actually farthest away from each other. Now what this means is that the energetic influence of the sun is actually a lot weaker. Now what does that do? Well, it brings in another energetic influence, and that is of the star Sirius. And the star Sirius has always been regarded by many cultures as a gateway to heaven, or a holder of higher spiritual wisdom. It's about 25 times brighter, or 23 times brighter than our own sun, and it actually brings in a very different energy. This is the perfect time to plug into your own search for answers and for truths. In ancient shamanic cultures, the star Sirius was believed to be the realm of the gods. And when it was closest to the earth, many spiritual seekers would begin to receive wisdom that they could not receive otherwise. The shaman also believed in all cultures that this time was a very sacred gateway. So what do we do at UWealth? Well, one of our big goals is to, of course, move you into a space where it becomes easier and faster for you to achieve what you want in life, and to really get the big answers, to move your life into that path where it's easy, where it's fun, and where it's completely possible for you to create the life that you want. And so we've been using this energy and doing it in an interesting way, because we have a lot of energy processes this week, and you know, this gateway is going to be open, continuing. So what I would ask you to do is actually listen to some of these sessions, figure out which one makes the most sense to you for where you want to go, or what you feel your heart is calling you to do. And then when we do the processes on our sessions, experience it. Experience what's coming forward, experience the power. And we started out with Courtney Levins, who many of you know, she's connecting us to the higher realms, to angels, to guides, and she did an amazing exercise. And this was on Monday. And of course, because of the holiday, we didn't have an update on Monday. So this is your big weekly update. Here's what we did. We actually connected you to your guides and to your angels. And for many of you, as we talk about higher spiritual wisdom, connecting to truth, connecting to new possibilities, this is exactly what that energy will do for you, and what we did during the session. Now on Tuesday, we worked with Peg Rose. And Peg, as you know, she's really powerful about helping to release the things that could be in your home that may be holding you back. And if there's an energy in your home that isn't serving you, or that isn't allowing you to really lift your natural level of joy or buoyancy or happiness, then it's time to take a look at that. Many people write in at UWealth and they say, Darius, I feel great on the calls, but then I leave the room I was in, and then I go into another room in my house, and it's like, boom, I feel like my energy dropped. Or, I'm okay, I'm listening at work, or I'm listening in the park, and then I go, and the second I get home, it's like, wham, my family's fighting, my kids are stressed, my husband's not happy, or my wife's not happy, our cats are acting up, our dogs are acting up. Many times there could be an energy in the home. I've experienced this. One of the houses we had at one point, there was a library upstairs. And every time we go close to this library or get into this house, for me it was in the whole house, for my wife it was a library, I'd feel just this sadness, like this deep sadness. And it's not you, because you'll be feeling pretty good as you're driving up or you're coming home, and then it just hits you. You almost feel like this blanket or wave come over you. And be really, really aware of that. Be aware of how your feelings shift and change, because that awareness is your personal power. That awareness is your spiritual guidance to this third dimension that can make your life that of miracles. And so they're actually blessings, but then you have to know when it's time to let them go. You have to know when it's time to move these energies out of your field. And Peg will do that. She's going to help us during the call that you're going to hear to actually understand how to do that. She also will show you how to activate and connect with the guardians of your home. Every home property, whether it's in a subdivision, on a piece of land, even high-rise, or even an apartment has guardians of that property. And they are there to protect you and also give you information about what can be done to lift the vibration of that property. And she also will be taking some time to work with people at You Wealth Revolution. So if you've been wanting some help, or maybe you're like, I want Peg to go in and clear this property to know if I'm on a ley line or if there's some sort of vortex maybe, or a portal for negative energy. I shared the story on the call where I was helping out at a metaphysical center, and there was a portal in one of the rooms that was bringing in things that were not of the light, literally like a cosmic opening. So you're going to find out all about this, and you can get her help if you feel that's something you're going through. Now on Wednesday we had Peter Schenk back. It was an incredible session, and Peter did two things that were profound. The first one is we blessed water with this energy of unity and harmony, and you're going to get to feel that and actually feel that water going into your field and activating it with source energy. That's the first thing we did, so bring water to listen to that. The second thing we did, it was really amazing, was we connected it and we used a body geometry process to actually stimulate stem cell growth, and you're going to actually get to do both of those things. We also talked with Peter about the secrets of the pyramids, the secrets of the ages, harnessing 0-point energy around us, what the ancients knew about it, what he's doing, and he's also included this really powerful tool for pets. And as many of you know, Peter has developed these amazing HFAs. Here's one of them. They're incredible tools. We talk about all of those and how they work, and how you can use these in your life and in your home for some really big results, but a lot of great processes to use that energy in the air and around us to bring us into a whole new space of love and light. Now on Thursday what we did is we had Jared Hewitt. Jared came back for a brand new session, and it was just incredible. One of the things that we really plugged into was what were the biggest things that changed Jared's life. Many of you know the story. He was in a hospital bed having heart challenges. He could barely walk without being out of breath, like in minutes. And he made a decision: am I gonna live like this, or am I gonna change everything? And he knew if he stayed living like that, he may not be around very much longer. But there were three things that changed things and shifted. And many of you know now, Jared's incredibly abundant with energy and ideas and spiritual connection. He's always full of joy. What is it? And if you're here listening, you say, Darius, that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm kind of in that place where I've got to figure out what is going to permanently shift things. Well, this is what we talked about. What were those three big things? You'll be amazed at the three big truths, because they're going to change the way you think about everything and the way you really even process this third dimension. And in fact, I think you're not even living in the third dimension anymore when you're living like Jared is. And we talk about what that is and what that means on that session. Plus we did one of the longest activations, absolutely beautiful, had so many profound insights coming from that. And Jared has a 21-day program called Creating Your Ultimate Reality, where he's going to help you do that. So if you've been wanting a big shift into something amazing or Jared's support, we have right now some very low discounted pricing, and then very soon on July 11th the pricing is going to go up $50. And so if you've been wanting to go deeper and get remote energy help, oh, I forgot to mention, as you go deeper, the remote energy help starts immediately. So you literally get help from Jared the second you sign up. You're going to feel like this buoyant lift, and we've had people writing in with all kind of stories, pretty cool stuff, like knees feeling better, more income and abundance coming in, new possibilities, new breakthroughs, just a beautiful session. And today, which is Friday, we have some incredible sessions because of this Sirius gateway that is opened up from this star. We have Micaiah, who's going to be bringing in some interdimensional energies, and you'll want to catch that encore. And we also have the amazing Matt Andrews, who many people will say is like light language. His light language activations are like light language on green tea like 100 times over. So you're going to be amazed at the speed at which the energy comes in with Matt and what he does. It's profound. Sorry for the shaking. It's been an amazing week. I can feel a lot of these serious energies coming in and just the higher state of joy and buoyancy. So be aware of it. Take a look into your field as to what you really want to create, what knowledge you really want, and as you plug in and as you feel these new energies coming in, you're going to get some new insights. And as you listen to any one of the practices that we did, you're going to get to really feel that new energy come in for you, and that new sense of spiritual truth. Because, as I said, we are in a big gateway. So I love you, I honor you, and thank you for being in my life. Catch all the sessions. They're going to be available, and use this gateway. It's a huge time to get some big awareness. And for many of you, I know, if you're going through challenges, like many times I know I have, you just want to get some peace. You want to get to that sweet place where you feel the infinite connection that you are. Because both of my, near-death experiences where I passed through this body and I passed into the infinite, I realized that in that space, it's all love. It's all light. We're all oneness. We're all good. We're all connected to everything. And many of you say, that's what I'm longing for. That's what I'm looking for in my day. It's here. You can live that space in the third dimension. You can live that right now. Even if times are hard, you can find that. And that's why we are committed to doing group energy sessions, because I want to take people to that space beyond the space, so you know what that feels like and you bring that into the world. And when you do that, your life becomes magical. You no longer vibrate at this level. You're no longer moved by everything going on around you in such a way that it can destroy you. You actually see how you are a creator of your world and this beautiful, divine, angelic being that is all powerful, all knowing, and a true gift of light. I love you, and thank you for being in my life, and thank you for listening to this energy update. Enjoy this Sirius Star Gateway as it's open now and we're feeling it, and we'll see you in the next UL session. Much love.